G'day, Nigel from Sax School here. Right, let's look at the second part of this Flight of the Bumblebee lesson. So now we're down to figure C, and you like this bit because this is the easiest couple of bars of the whole piece actually. We start off by going like this. So it's just F sharp, G, F sharp, G. And then the next bit's a little bit more tricky. We go F sharp to G, F sharp to E sharp or F natural. And we do that 4 times. Da dee da da, dee 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 da, dee 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 da, dee 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 da. And then we go F sharp, G, G sharp, A, all with the octave key on this. F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, or B flat, down to A, G sharp, G natural. And we do that again, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, A, G sharp, D natural. So the same thing twice, okay? So right on figure C, ba, 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 octave key on, ba, 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 here we go. You with me? And then we do the same pattern basically, but we start on B this time. So it's B, B to C, B, B, C. And then we go B to C, B to A sharp. I'm going to use a side fingering for C and my first finger for the B flat. So it's B, C, B, A flat, B, C, B, A flat. You could go B to C, B to A flat like that. It's up to you really. You could go B to C, B to A flat like that if you wanted to. So for me, that's the smoothest way. I can't even do it that way. So B to C to B to B flat. I would suggest B to C, B to B flat. Okay, so we go B, B, C, B, B, C. Then this pattern 3 times. B, C, B, A sharp. Do that 3 times, and then we go B, A sharp, B, C. We finish by going C sharp, C, B, A sharp, B, A sharp, A, G sharp, A, G sharp, G, F natural, and then E sharp down to E to D sharp to D. So that's the same pattern we've seen a few times now, right? So let's go right back to figure C now. Ba, ba, ba. Here we go. Nice and slowly. B, D, 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 D. Ready, go. Okay, cool. Now what happens at that point is we repeat all the way back to A and do the whole melody again. So what I want to show you now that is what happened. That was the first time ending. So bars 35 and 36 are the first time ending. We repeat back to A. We play all the way down to bar 34. But the second time through, we jump over and we go to the second time ending. The second time ending is a piece of cake. It's just a big long trill for 2 bars or 4 beats. So a trill is where we go from C sharp, and in this instance it's C sharp to D. So we're going to use our palm key here, and we just go as fast as we can. C sharp to D, back up and back and down. Now a trill where it's marked TR, and sometimes you get a squiggly line as well. I've given you one of those. It's the note and the note above and back to the original note, but you got to do it in the key signature. So if you had a D sharp in the key signature, it'd be C sharp to D sharp trill. Now we don't, so it's just C sharp to D. Alright, so let's try something now. We're going to go back to bar 34. We're going to play all of bar 34, but then we're going to jump to the second ending as if it was our second time through. Okay, so you with me? Okay. And that brings us down to figure D in our music, which is the last area of the tune. Okay, so figure D sounds like this. Nice big minor arpeggio. C sharp, C sharp, A, F sharp, down to D, back to F sharp, back to A, back to C sharp. Then the band does that. Bum, 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 bum. And then we do it again. And then we play this line, C sharp, D, C sharp, D, and we do it again, C sharp, D, C sharp, D. Then we drop the octave and go C sharp to D, C sharp, D, C sharp, D, C sharp, D. So let's do those two bars. Bit tricky that. One more time. Okay, now we're up to the very last section of the music, which is section E, and we've got a building phrase here. So we've got a pattern that we play a second time and a third time to build us up to the climax of the whole piece. So we start off by going C sharp to D, C sharp to C natural. And we do that 3 times. Da dee da dee da dee da dee da dee da dee. And then we go C sharp, D sharp, E, F natural or E sharp. So let's do those 2 bars at E. Okay, and then we do the same pattern but starting on F sharp. F sharp, G, F sharp, F natural or E sharp. Do that 3 times. And then F sharp to A sharp, same as B flat, to B to C natural. So let's try those ones. You with me? And then the third one is just C sharp to D, C sharp to C natural, C sharp to D, C sharp to C natural, C sharp to D, C sharp to C natural, but we do this one 4 times, C sharp to D, C sharp to C natural, and then a trill like we did before for 3 counts, and we finish by going C sharp to D sharp to E sharp or F natural, and up to F sharp. Now, I've written that last 5 notes down the octave with an 8V A above it, which means the option is there for you to play it up the octave. Down the octave, it's like this: C sharp, D sharp with the octave key on, to E sharp, F sharp. But if you're feeling brave, you can go C sharp to D sharp, that's the 2 keys, to E. Now I'm going to use the front E, which is my, it's like G and A, but my index finger I move up to the F key. That means I can easily go up to F by just taking off my G finger, and then I can stick on my F sharp key down here, my high F sharp key, or I could use the bottom side key here to get F sharp. So C sharp, D sharp, E, F, F sharp. Okay? So let's try all that now from figure E down to the end of the music. Here we go. So it's da dee da dee da dee da da. Ready? Go. And we finish off the very last note is a low F sharp, nice long low F sharp. Okay, brilliant. Those are all the notes in Flight of the Bumblebee. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to put the track back on and play it through slowly for you. See if you can play along with me. We'll put all those parts together and see how they fit. Here we go. Okay, so you can see there's lots of little places in there that can be tricky to get your fingers around. So when you're playing through it, if you find there's some little glitchy parts where your fingers aren't as even as they should be, go through and isolate those bits, slow them down with your metronome, gradually speed them up so you can get them nice and smooth. And then when you feel as if you're smooth all the way through, then work toward playing it at the fast speed with the fast backing track. So look, well done for making it through this lesson. You know, I think it's really important to think about this tune as a technical study that you work on over a period of time and gradually speed up. So, you know, take your time with it, be patient with it, because when you get it right, it's going to sound awesome. So I'm going to finish off now by just playing it through at the fast speed, and wish me luck. And I will see you on the next lesson.